So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
Jones on first down.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown Raiders. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in, already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on. To it, yes.
Come on now.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
They'll try the air now with Newton.
That'll be complete to Breida.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Newton. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Right back to Claypool. This time complete. And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Raiders pick it up. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way, because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football, got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They give it to Peterson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Meanwhile, Jones throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and very short, Jones. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Off play action. Newton. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They fake the give. Newton. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 2nd down, here's Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it. Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. The this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Jones now throwing on first down. Forced out to his left. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kenedawagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
72 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
33 yards that time. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Got a man, it's Brown. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Newton's going to throw it. Rolling to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run with Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion.